Live from beautiful Oriole Park, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Hi, folks. John Shelby alongside Chris Singleton. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And getting the start for Baltimore, Shane Baz. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound. Ready to go? Nathan Lucas digs in now. And this one is off and running. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. One out in the top of the first.
Batting second, the first baseman.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. A very athletic offensive group with speed spread throughout this offense.
Yeah, and it's so important that they have patient and quality at bats because the key is to get on base. If they do that, then they can create a whole lot of havoc on the base paths, get runners around the score, and then that's going to get you some good pitches to hit as well. So a very athletic team, and we should be in for a treat in this one.
It's not the standard approach that we see in today's game, but it does work for them offensively. Baz, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017. Next one misses, and that's ball two. The next offering misses, and that's ball three. Just underway from Baltimore. And that's ball four.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Now here is Alejandro Kirk. 2 away.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 7, Kazuma Okamoto.
First pitch, and he just misses. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone, so they've still got both their challenges. Guerrero, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
Into center. Cowser makes his way towards it. He dives, but he can't make the catch.
I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Stepping in, Addison Barger. And he can't come up with it. The flip, he beats the throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
In the air, right field, Bradfield coming on, and that is that. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. On to the bottom of the first. And the starter for Toronto, Trey Savage. I mean, come on, Singy. Look at this list. Top 5 in the league in wins. He's pitching like someone promised him ice cream after every win.
Yeah, it's called flavor sequencing. You got to set up the fudge to freeze them with the cherry. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of wins, Boog. He's dealing this season.
Yeah, a lot of buzz around the league about his dominance. Freezing opponents, hold the sprinkles.
Wait, you're not a sprinkles guy? And here I thought I knew everything about you, partner.
Middle outside.
Here's a 1-1. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Gunnar Henderson up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
That's a ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. And another ball.
High middle.
And he walked him. Goes to third for 1.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on.
Splitter. Low middle.
See the velocity, 97 with that fastball.
Low inside.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Man at first, one away.
Middle outside.
Good job to fight that one off.
Splitter. Low inside.
Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And that one is out of here. Pete Alonso takes it deep. His 17th of the year. And the Orioles jump out in front. It's 2-1.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
Now at the plate, Taylor Ward.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Oh, great stop. To first. It's there, and that's a great play. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Middle outside.
Fastball for a strike.
Slider.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. Go on to inning number 2. Top of the second, and now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. In the air, left field. Ward running hard to get it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And there's the strike. Outside low, ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That's a ball.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Swing and a pop-up. Out number 2. Here's Andres Jimenez.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Owns a 10-game hitting streak right now, and this is where it starts to get fun.
Foul ball. Nobody in the league has more stolen bases than he does this season. He has been dangerous. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 0-2. In the air to left center. Cowser should have this one. And that is that. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom of the inning. Colton Cowser getting ready to hit. Cowser went deep in his most recent game. Ground ball right side and foul ball. 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
That's a strike.
Splitter, low inside.
Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Samuel Basallo now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Tosses to first, third out. Nothing doing this time around for the O's as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. New inning getting started. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas. Foz with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Nope, ball 1.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Next offering down in the dirt. That one lifted to left. Ward sizing it up. And that quickly 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk. Flied to right his first time. Swings and misses. 0-1. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. And that is that. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're down 2-1. Back here in Baltimore, haven't seen the same dominance we're accustomed to, Singy. It's still early. Let's see if he can get the mojo back.
Yeah, it's a long game, Boog, and he's shown he can grind through outings like this.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
0-1. And he drops it down the third baseline. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean,
oh, that got him.
First base.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
First and second, no outs. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. And that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. Safe at the plate. It's 3-1. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
In there at the knees. That is strike 2.
Four-seam fastball.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. Here in the last half of the third.
Splitter. Low outside.
Stays alive.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball.
Here's the 0-2. First and second, no outs. Here in the second game of the series. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Splitter. Low middle.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
that's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
2 on, 1 out. And a strike on the outside edge.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He's tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
No.
Splitter. Middle outside.
Check swing, and he went. Now 1-2.
Low middle.
That's a ball.
2 aboard, 2 outs. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Slider. Low outside.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Low outside.
And that'll load the bases.
Ball 4.
Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Kowser swings through it for strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
Slider. Middle inside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. They limit the damage here.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Okamoto.
Swing and a foul straight back. Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Up and in, 2-2. That one missed. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Bradfield settles underneath it. One away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Addison Barger.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Way out front for strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
I got it. Take it, base.
Now it's the DH, Ernie Clement. He's 0 for 1.
Oh, 1.
In the air, right field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, number 12, Jesus Sanchez.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a miss.
Well, baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Barger leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Second base.
So up next for Toronto, Josh Smith. And he takes one right on the black. Strike 1. Batter challenges in a very big spot. And it was a strike. The call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs.
You know, we used to say, if you're scared, get a dog. Throw the fastball, man.
If you're scared,
get a dog, man. Just get a dog.
That one not close, and it's a full count. In the air to left center. Ward settles under this one, and that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays leave a pair. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back now at Oriole Park. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Jordan Westberg now at the plate. In the air, left field. Barger on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next,
1 pitch and 1 out.
the catcher.
Low inside.
Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
So up next, Enrique Bradfield Jr. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip.
Splitter. Low outside.
That's a ball.
Seam fastball. High inside.
Got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And the score stays 3-1.
This sound like Stevie put ribbons in the sky, put them high, shattered glass ceiling, sprinkle piece of the pie. All rise, all lies, vehemently scrutinized. Wasn't meant to survive, but we stand in the ground.
Ready now for the 5th inning, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Well, these Jays just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Here's a 1-1. This one smoked on its way out of here. He nails one out to right. His 7th home run of the season. And they cut into the deficit.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside. And when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Fouled off. He was late. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down. And either way, the results aren't what they want, and they're probably feeling a little overmatched in the box.
That's in there. That's strike 2. And that's the strikeout looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one the other way, and a base hit right there. And the tying run is on base.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Top of the zone for a called strike. First sign of movement in the Orioles bullpen. Dietrich ends getting loose out there. Aiken also getting ready. On the ground to third, might be 2. Here's Holiday for 1. On to Mountcastle. It's a double play. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back here in Baltimore, here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jackson Holiday.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy.
No, that's a ball.
Splitter, low outside.
Right through there for a strike.
Four-seam fastball, high inside.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
High outside.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Splitter, low outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Orioles, the designated hitter, Pete.
2 down, bases empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. And there's a foul ball.
Slider, low inside.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Splitter, low inside.
Check swing on an 0-2. Appeal to first, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they're up 3-2. Back now at Oriole Park. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
Now
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles,
71.
Dietrich Ends. He last pitched 2 days ago. Just
No, that's a
missed.
ball.
Gets under it and pops it up. One up, one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Yennier Cano, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Kittredge also throwing. The Blue Jays down by a run, and we're in the top half of the sixth. On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Out to short. Whips it to Mountcastle. Now 2 out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder.
And next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. 1 for 2. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Man on second, 2 down. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Stays alive. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward.
No, that's foul.
Splitter. Low inside. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
In the air, left field. Barger takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Hup.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the
Four-seam
seats.
fastball.
The
Low
0-2.
inside.
Got him swinging.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't
Low
hold up the
inside.
swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know
Low
that,
outside.
but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
That's too
At the
low.
ball.
Ball 1.
Four-seam fastball.
2 down, nobody
High
on.
inside.
Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
Slider. Low inside.
On the ground.
Foul ball.
And foul ball.
Splitter. Low inside.
Ball. High.
Slider. Middle outside.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Orioles held in check there, and it remains a 3-2 ball game.
For the
Yennier
Orioles,
Cano comes on now.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Cracks his bat and pops him up. And there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Fastball right back to the mound. Over to first and 2 away to start the 7th.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Back to the top of the order. So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter. But when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Chop to third. Quips it to Mountcastle. And that's the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They're down 3-2.
Now pitching for the
We're
Blue
back
Jays,
in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Mason Fluharty.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Sweeper.
Fluharty
Middle outside.
measures 6 feet 2 inches. 24 years old. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware.
4-seam fastball.
The
High
1-2.
inside.
That one ran inside, almost
Sweeper.
got him.
Middle inside.
And now it's filled up.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
next for the Orioles.
Here's the catcher, Samuel Basallo. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Fastball. High outside.
Foul ball there.
4-seam fastball. High middle.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the
Sweeper.
Orioles, the
Middle
right
inside.
fielder, Enrique
Strike 1.
Bradfield
Sweeper.
Jr.
Low outside.
Foul ball.
Cutter. Low outside.
Ball.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Ball.
Cutter. Low middle.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Back here in Baltimore. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. On the ground, right side. And that one handled to first. Important first out to begin the 8th.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Okamoto.
Ball 1.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That One finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Just missed. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Next offering popped in the air, right field, and there's two down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Addison.
Now the Orioles. Andrew Kittredge takes over on the mound.
He's having a ton of success. Facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Barger stands in now and watches strike one.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the eighth, holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. Blue Jays down a run, and we're in the top of the eighth. Struck him out looking. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail it 3-2.
Now pitching for
The new pitcher in the game, Brendan Little.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
For the Orioles, the second baseman,
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Little, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff, racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude him.
Cutter. High outside.
And down on strikes, and there's one down.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Inside. Sinker. Low middle.
Check swing. He held up. Ball two.
High outside.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming.
Cutter. Middle outside.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Barger on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Orioles, the designated hitter, Pete.
Here's Pete Alonso, and it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a two-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
The other way, and he beats the shift.
Just a simple ground ball the other way.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Brendan Little out of the game. Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than one per inning.
And the 0-1. Alonso off of first with two away. And strike two.
Slider. Middle outside.
Fouls it back with two strikes.
Slider. Middle outside.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Orioles,
and here comes the closer, Ryan Helsley.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Outside low, ball one.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one missed.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Curve in the dirt.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
3-0 down. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single. Ball one, no strikes. Just missed. In the air, left side. Ward has a beat on it. And there's one down.
The batter, number 8.
Josh Smith next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3 in this one. So now a pinch hitter, George Springer. He represents the go-ahead run. Tap foul at the plate. Check swing, went around, and that's strike 2. Tap back to the mound. Whips it to Mountcastle. Blue Jays have just one out left here. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Andres Jimenez trying to deliver as the hero. Line drive. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles strailing the tying run on base to win it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense.